My good friends, welcome in. Happy Friday. Hopefully, everybody's having a great day today. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. My name is Ryan. I'll be your host today. And you're going to be stuck with me today, but I got something really interesting I'm going to share with you because someone is going viral today. If after I go over what I'm about to go over with you, if people that are watching this implement what I'm about to talk about, somebody is going to go viral today and probably again tomorrow and probably again on Sunday. Is that a guarantee? No, I don't make guarantees that I can't actually guarantee. I don't promise anything I can't bet money on and be certain I'm going to win. But the likelihood that if everybody does what I'm about to show you today in this workshop, in this live morning webinar, then somebody, if not many of you, are going to go far more viral than you've ever gone in the past. And what's crazy about it is this strategy is so simple. This type of content, this format of post is simpler than any other post you can make. And not only are we going to show you a few examples of this and just explain what it is, why it works, and how to do it, I'm also going to go into ChatGPT and we're going to break down how it works. And we're going to get 50, 100, 200, basically an endless amount of more posts just like this that you can go ahead and just make. So by the time we get done with this workshop, you can go and do this. And within an hour, you can literally have hundreds of posts like this that you can make that don't even require you to film anything. Like the way I'm hyping this up? Am I making this sound really, really good? That's because it is. So I'm not going to waste a bunch of time. I'm just going to go in here and actually show you what this looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. I got a couple videos pulled up on TikTok. I'm going to show them to you and I'm going to explain them to you and we're going to go over why it works. So let me share my screen here and we'll go with, we'll go with this one. We'll go with this first. We'll do the entire screen here. So let's go, actually, let me move this over here first. And then let me pull this up and then we'll do it like this. So we don't even need sound for this. That's how crazy this is. You don't even need sound for this, for these types of content to work. So here we go. So check this out. This is a photo. Nothing special about this photo. This was posted on TikTok. This has over 1,000 likes. This has something like 78,000 views on it and 190 comments. The video is playing right now. There's no video. It's just a photo. It's just very simply a photo with some text on it. And it says, tell me your most underrated personal finance tips. I don't mean open a Roth IRA or order less takeout. I mean the most creative, unhinged things you've done. So that's all that this is. This is just a post that is prompting the viewer to support this person and give them their personal finance tips, their most underrated, underground, unhinged, creative, right? Finance tips. And now if we come down here and we go to the comments, we can see that a lot of people are actually interacting with this. I set up an auto transfer every payday of 20% of my paycheck into a separate account that I don't have a card for, so I can't spend the money. Interesting. I just pretend to be a peasant in medieval times while I eat my rations. You get all different kinds of comments and engagement on this. Now, is this something that's designed to sell products? Well, the way this post sits right now, it's not. There's some subtle changes you could make to this so that way it would sell products, or generate leads for you. But you don't even have to do that every time you do this, right? I'm going to give you permission to create conversational content just to engage your audience that's not designed or based around just selling something. And that's kind of what people on social media want anyway, right? So what better way to get people actually watching your stuff and paying attention to it? I will say this for the rest of my life. Estate sales. They have furnished our entire home and it's actual real wood and fun ghosts. Make loans and credit card payments twice a month to lower your accrued interest and manage cash flow. For example, my car payment is $250 a month, and I schedule payments of $125 per pay period. So basically just talking about splitting the payment into two. Instead of making one payment every month, you make the two because that will help with paying less interest over time. So don't pay medical bills unless you see a doctor often. It usually doesn't impact your credit. And if it does, you could always talk to the credit officer and have the debt removed from your credit. I mean, it's not the most ethical thing, but it's an answer to the question. And people can't wait to share this type of stuff. They just need a platform. They need an excuse to do it. And so if you can take just any picture from your camera roll, there's nothing special about this. This is some girl sitting in her car at night with horrible lighting, probably at a stoplight. And she just took a picture of herself and then blocked her face with the text. Does anybody feel like that we could do a little bit better in terms of just what the visual is here? I'm not picking on this girl. I'm just simply pointing out how simple and how you shouldn't overthink that part of the process. And then what kind of text can you throw on there that's just going to be engaging with your audience? What's something that your audience is going to want to interact with and contribute to? And just start conversation. Let's look at the next one. I'm bored. Please tell me your most unhinged weight loss hacks. Not talking drinking more water or 10,000 steps a day. What was your last straw? See how they all kind of have this format where they're like, give me that extreme. And it's just a very simple and clear, easy to answer question. This girl's not even looking at the camera. And again, she's sitting in the car. Actually, I think all the people I'm going to show you are sitting in the car, as a matter of fact. Maybe there's something to that. But anyway, right, this is a weight loss related hack. So now if we come down to the comments, how well did this do? This has over 500,000 likes on it. 500,000 likes on this, folks. 500,000. Who here, show of hands, couldn't post this and make a piece of content like this? Who here could not do that? If there's anybody who says, I can't do that, you're in the wrong place. Surprisingly, the half protein shake coffee for breakfast and the Tiffany plate for lunch and dinner had me drop crazy weight on week 1. I went from 196 to 184. Tell ChatGPT to bully me into not having a late night snack. It compared me to a raccoon eating out of the trash at 2 a.m. That's a good one. She's getting exactly what she asked for, and there's 25,000 comments. 25,000 people that either posted a comment or replied to a comment on this particular post. And what's also crazy about this, so look, you read some of these, right? What do you genuinely want to do when you see a post like this? What do you genuinely want to do? If you know you're not going to leave a comment, what do you also at least really want to do? You want to read through the comments and see what other people said, right? This person, this woman here is functioning as the person asking the question that everybody else wants the answer to. I want to know what everybody else thinks about this. So as a viewer, what do? We go into the comments and we just scroll through. Meanwhile, this photo is just sitting here on our feed, racking up more watch time, racking up more engagement and more reach because of that watch time. So not only are you getting a boatload of people really easily to engage with your post, you're getting a boatload of people, even more people, 90% more people, to just sit here and spend a bunch of time scrolling through the comments to see what other people had to say. What does this do? This gets you not only a lot of views, right? But this gets a lot of your other posts in front of those people as well. Those people who engaged a whole lot, they're going to be seeing more of your stuff. More of your stuff's going to come up in the feed because you had this post that got this exorbitant amount of reach. Do you think if you had some other posts that were more oriented to convert sales, and now you got that in front of people because of something like this, do you think you're going to sell something? Probably, right? That's how the algorithm works, right? It's always hunting for people. Every time you make a post, it's hunting for the right person to show your content to. And then when it finds people that really like your stuff, it wants to see how much they like your stuff. So it shows them more of your videos. And then if you've got content in addition to this type of content that's oriented to convert sales, you're going to inevitably, start growing your business and start bringing in some revenue, right? I was skinniest in my worst relationship, and now I'm at my heaviest and my happiest one. Hopefully this helps. So it's not even answering the question. It's just her 2 cents, right? Look at all the different types of comments you get from these types of posts. Let's look at another one. Tell me your most unhinged ADHD hacks when you're exhausted but need to get things done around the house. I don't want you to tell me to make a list. I have a list. I need dopamine. I mean, what a common issue, right? We talk about this type of stuff on this show all the time. We talk about procrastination, putting things off, productivity. That's one of our main topics that we talk about because it's one of the largest problems that our audience has. And so this is without a doubt going to have our target audience in the comments section, this post here. And again, what's special about this photo? She's sitting in the car. She's doing one of those selfie, facial expressions, duck face, they call it, or whatever. Anybody can do that. You don't even know who this person is. She's wearing sunglasses. This could be somebody I know. I wouldn't be able to tell right off the bat, unless it was somebody I saw every day, maybe, or somebody that lived across the street and I saw him regularly and I could recognize him immediately. I wouldn't even recognize this person, right? This one has 70,000 likes and almost 10,000 comments, 9,916. Coconut Mall method. I play 1950s housewife. I get dressed up, hair, makeup, twirly dress, then I pretend I'm on lithium, and if I don't clean the house, my husband's going to come home and beat me. It's a little unhinged, but that's what she kind of asked for, right? Coconut Mall, I think, is this song. When I was looking for these posts and I was scrolling through these comments, I saw a lot of people talking about Coconut Mall, and apparently it's a song from a video game, from a Mario game. I don't know the song, but I guess listening to that is something that helps people. Coconut Mall. I'm going to try this already. I have headphones on. Clean like someone neurotypical and judgmental is coming over in an hour. Only make appointments in the morning so I'm not in waiting mode all day. Put your workout clothes and then commit to going to the gym. Then do everything around the house to avoid going to the gym. It's pretty creative. It's pretty funny. So, I mean, again, same as the other three. Is this a trend right now? Is this something temporary? I mean, there's a lot of trends that happen on social media. This, I don't think, is just a trend. This is something that's forever going to work because people will always want to put their 2 cents in. Now, if the same questions keep coming up over and over again for the next 5 years, then people are inevitably going to stop engaging because they're just tired of talking about it. They've got all the unhinged hacks. So you're going to have to kind of come in with some fresh stuff. I'm going to show you how to do that. But this is not something that's going to just expire or no longer work. This is communication. This is conversation. This is talking like real people. This is what people want. This isn't going to go away. It hasn't gone away since, people had mouths and voice boxes. So we're just doing it on social media in a very unique type of way. Here's another one. This one's in Spanish. So let's see what we get out of this. I'm bored. Tell me the most mind-bending ways you've used ChatGPT. I'm not talking about using it for therapy or biz growth. I mean breaking soul contracts, talking to past loved ones or pets, pulling your Akashic records, whatever that is, reading others' true energy and intentions towards you, physically communicating the good stuff. So this is, again, the same thing, the same format. It's tell me all the ways you've done this thing. No, I don't mean just this. I mean the extreme, right? And so they're all following this same exact format to make these posts. They're all using images. This one actually is a video. I think if we play this is a video. So you could do it as a video, but the video might as well be an image. You can't see your face. The resolution is so bad, it's unbelievable. And the text is blocking everything that you would have been looking at. So, I mean, what's the point, right? You might as well just use an image, make it a little easier on yourself than, sitting there and, filming the clip and trying to make sure you look decent. You know what I mean? So another thing that's interesting about this, 2 things. One, it's more niche. It's more niche specific, right? So this is focused around ChatGPT, focused around AI. So this is how you can kind of take these sort of mass appeal things and make it more relevant to what your actual niche or problem or your product is. And you can make it a little bit more oriented to get people that are interested that would potentially purchase your product, right? That's number 1. Number 2 is this Akashic Records thing. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. Feel free to drop it in the comments if you do. I have no idea. But I'm curious enough now that I might go to the comments to try to figure out what that is. Or, right, I could put a PS if you don't know what Akashic Records are. We'll look at my pinned video. And now I've got that explanation for that really weird, confusing thing that I've never heard of before. And I got to go to her profile off of a viral video with 134,000 likes to see it. Just little tiny little seeding, little bits of awareness, little placements around something that's designed to get lots and lots and lots and lots of reach, to put the focus on things that are going to help you convert. Does that make sense? Do we understand what I just said? Let me say it one more time. Little bits of awareness, not a full-blown promotional, let me sell you some shit post. Little bits of awareness around things that are designed to get boatloads of reach from people that are mostly targeted. This is an incredible bit of text that you could totally use if you're in the AI space, or even if you're in this space, this Akashic Records, right? If you were, I'm assuming that's some kind of spiritual thing. I don't know, but let's assume that it is. And I do some kind of spiritual stuff on social media and I have that as an offer. That would be the perfect thing to put. P.S. If you don't know what this is, watch my pinned video. It will explain it clearly. What am I going to do if I'm really curious about this and I can't get my answer really fast from the comments? I'm going to go and watch that video, as well as 134,000 other people that are probably going to go and maybe watch that video too. Now you got them on your profile. Now your whole account is blowing up. I use ChatGPT to manifest my dream apartment, my dream car, everything. Just had my Akashic Records made by ChatGPT. It's scarily accurate how I'm now on a journey I didn't know I was going to start. I asked it to do my meal prep with recipes and grocery shopping list under a certain budget for whatever store I want to use. Saves me so much mental load as a mom. I've been having my ChatGPT read everyone's birth charts and analyze a way to communicate with each of them so they like me. My husband takes forever in the bathroom. I use ChatGPT to text him World War era love letters about missing him while he's away fighting his battles. Oh, I'm going to do that. That's incredible. But you see what I'm talking about, though? This isn't any kind of breakthrough stuff. This is just conversation, clear communication, simple ways to get people to engage on social media is all that this is. And you're doing it, and you can do it without even making a damn video, just a photo and some text. So how are we going to use AI to make a bunch of these, right? Well, here's how I would approach it, right? Most people would probably just describe what this is and then ask ChatGPT to give them a whole bunch of examples. And that's not exactly the best way to do it. It's not going to be the easiest way to get the best results. Let me show you how I would do it. Let's take one of these. So let's take which one of these do we want to use? This one. Tell me your most unhinged ADHD hacks when you're exhausted but need to get things done around the house. Let's do this. I'm going to say, tell me your most unhinged ADHD hacks you use to get things done around the house. What else did it say? I don't want you to tell me to make a list. I have a list. I don't want you to tell me to make a list. I have a list. I need dopamine, right? Now, I could send that the way it is, and what's ChatGPT going to do? It's going to give me what I'm asking for. It's going to give me unhinged ADHD hacks. But now we got to give it the context. I'm going to put some quotes around this, so that way it knows exactly which part was the text from the video. And I'm going to say, this is the text that was overlaid on a TikTok video that went mega viral and got boatloads of comments. Can you analyze, understand, and explain why a statement on a photo uploaded as a TikTok video would go so viral and get so much engagement? I'm asking ChatGPT to help me understand why this is working so well. And why am I doing that? I already know why it works so well, right? Well, for one thing, I want to make sure that you guys know how to figure out, you can be resourceful and you know how to use ChatGPT to figure out how to get things to understand things is one thing. The other thing too is I want to make sure ChatGPT understands what I'm after here. So by asking it to explain, I can see what its analysis is. I might learn some stuff. I could also tell it additional things that I picked up on that maybe it didn't, if anything. So let's send that. So it's creating a response. This text is a brilliant example of high engagement, community-driven content. Let's break down why it hit so hard and went viral. And then it gave me the thing. It speaks directly to a hyper-specific audience. We know this. This isn't for everyone. It's for people with ADHD who already know all the normal advice. That specificity creates instant relevance. People reading this feel seen. ADHD hacks, niche. Unhinged, makes it fun and offbeat. Around the house, clear context. I have a list, pre-qualifies the reader. I need dopamine, relatable, emotional punchline. It's not just a post, it's a call to participate, which is what we've been talking about, right? This invites responses. TikTok's algorithm boosts videos with lots of comments, and this phrasing literally asks for them. And it's also, let me point out too, just for the people here in the back of the room, this is asking for engagement in the way that TikTok and any other social media wants you to do it, right? When you say comment down below, that's not really something that they want you to do. They don't want you to just ask for and farm engagement. When you say, like this video if you agree, it's not really something that they like as much as something like this, because it's completely organic. People are prompted to engage just because the post was good. And TikTok likes that. And so does all the other social media platforms. So I just want to point that out. Unhinged injects humor and curiosity. That word alone flips the mood from boring productivity tips to this might be chaotic, hilarious, and helpful. It creates intrigue. People want to read through the replies just to see what wild stuff others are doing. Didn't we say that before? I have a list. I need dopamine, viral punchline. This is where the magic happens. The two sentences do a few things. Signal frustration, validate the reader's lived experience, deliver a funny, raw, deeply relatable truth. So, and then it gives us a lot more, right? It's text to the phone, the photo format, why it worked. It's instantly scannable. Viewers decide to engage in the first 1 to 2 seconds. Feels like an inside joke or Reddit-style prompt, which TikTok loves. Text over image has a screenshot and share virality. Easier for other creators to repost or stitch. Okay. So what did we get out of this? We know that ChatGPT understands this just as well as we do. We got any additional details or context or information that is going to help us moving forward to continue and actually doing this ourselves. So here's where the magic's going to happen, okay? We're going to go down here to the prompt bar. It's actually asking me, want me to help you write a few TikTok prompt overlays like this for your niche? I'm just going to say yes. Let's see what it gives me. I didn't tell it what my niche is, but let's see what it gives me. The productivity dopamine hit. What's the most unhinged thing you've done to trick yourself into starting work? Don't say just do it. My brain doesn't recognize that command. What's wrong with that? I mean, give me your weirdest fake productivity ritual that somehow actually helps you focus. I'm talking candles, costumes, or crying. I'm open. It's honest, self-aware, and absurd in a relatable way. Anti-morning routine. I don't want your perfect morning routine. I want the chaotic version that still got you out of bed and making money. Business ADHD people. How do you decide what to do when you have 49 tabs open, 3 different ideas, and 0 dopamine? So some of these are pretty good. Some of these could be a little bit better. This, I think, is a little bit too complicated. What's one completely irrational thing that makes you 10 times more productive? I need something stupid, something delusional, something effective. So I'm going to say, here's what I'm going to say now. These are all productivity, ADHD kind of related. I think it was probably using the example we gave to maybe get some inspiration from. So I'm going to say, make some of these for the fitness niche, specifically targeting people who are looking to lose weight and do it without going to the gym. So now we're getting a little more specific. We're giving it a very particular audience to try to go after. So let's see what it's going to give us. The homebody workout hacks. What's the most ridiculous, not a workout activity that actually helped you lose weight? Don't say walking. I need chaos. The lazy girl fitness call out. Give me your laziest weight loss hacks. If it requires shoes, I'm not interested. I mean, this is also just kind of like a form of trolling in a way. You know, there's going to be people in the comments that are going to be like, what kind of ridiculous expectations do you have? What kind of response are you looking for that you're looking to, you know, why don't you just go get surgery at that point, right? Those are the types of things people are probably going to comment on that. And you know what? I mean, maybe that's unproductive. Maybe it's not, but that's, you know, it's going to work. The anti-gym motivation. What finally made you say screw it and start losing weight without the gym? I need real stories, not inspiration. See, now this is an interesting one. This will get a lot of people reading, but there's probably less people that can comment, because how many people have actually done this that are going to come across your post? That's where you might get a little bit limited. That's where you might be a little bit limited with something like that, saying, I need real stories, right? I might just say, I need real methods, right? Something like that. I might just replace stories with something that doesn't require me to have actually done it myself in order for me to share something. It could be a person I know, somebody I saw, it could be a friend, it could be all these different things. But anyway, do we get the idea? Does this make sense? Is this, I mean, we can all do this, right? We can all do this. And you can keep generating more and more and more and more and more of these with ChatGPT, and you just take a photo from your camera roll and you drop it in over top of a video on TikTok. Let me bring my screen back over here so I can look at myself looking at you. Is this making sense? I mean, this is something anybody can do. This is not something that's complicated. This is not something that's limited to anybody with a certain amount of followers or certain amount of skill sets or certain amount of accomplishments, right? This is just a very simple, right, way to farm engage. I call it engagement farming. I'm making something knowing ahead of time that this is going to get a boatload of people to engage with me. I'm farming that engagement. It's just like the example I've given in the past with the viral video where the lady was making a recipe. You opened up the freezer and she had a stick of deodorant and a box of tampons in the freezer, right? It's the same thing. That's just a more complicated way of doing what we're talking about right now. Because what that happens in that example is people see that and they say, wait a minute, am I supposed to be freezing my tampons? Am I supposed to be freezing my deodorant? What am I missing? What do I not know that everybody else does? And then the comments blow up and then the video blows up. You're doing the same exact thing here. You're just doing it in an organic way that actually starts conversation. So should this be every single post you make? No. Should this be every single day one of your posts? It could be. So my challenge for you, everybody who's here watching this, my challenge for you, I have two challenges for you. My one challenge is everybody go out by the end of the day and make a couple of these and post them. And then somebody, if not many people, if not both posts for some people, are going to go very viral on social media. Doesn't matter what platform, doesn't have to be TikTok, doesn't have to be any one or the other, right? But there's people here watching this that are going to do this. And if you do this, it's going to boost your accounts because it's such an easy, sure way to get engagement. If it doesn't work, if you're one of the ones that it doesn't work right away, we try again. We make more. Maybe our question wasn't all that compelling. Maybe the picture just made people uncomfortable, so they scrolled. Who knows? Could be a million different things. If it doesn't work, we're going to try again. And we're going to do this a whole bunch of times over the next few weeks, and we're going to see how many videos we can get to get lots and lots and lots of reach. Now, here's the next thing I want to tell you. I want to touch on that other thing I mentioned earlier, which was the PS statement, right? A lot of these posts we looked at, these examples, they aren't designed to sell anything. They're actually designed to ask the audience to solve the problem for you, right? This type of positioning is kind of powerful, right? Because even if you are the expert in the space that you're in, you're getting data and feedback from your audience, positioning yourself as somebody who's not the expert. So what can you add or slightly change about these posts to make it so that way you are the expert? I'm going to say that again. What can you tweak or slightly change about these posts to make it so you are the expert? And that PS statement I gave before, right? If you don't know what this Anakin record is, whatever she called it, Anakin, I think, is from Star Wars. Well, if you don't know what an Anakin record is, then watch my pinned video. It'll explain it very clearly. It's just a way to bring a little bit of awareness to the thing that makes us money. Right? If we're in the make money space, could we say, right, what's the most crazy, unhinged, unethical and legal way you found to make money that's not a job, right? P.S. I found something that's been working, but I want to know if anybody has anything better. right? I found something that's been working really well, but I want to know if anybody knows anything that works better, right? So you're kind of feeding into the mindset, right? The general person, right? It's kind of something I've always kind of lived by is that, and I think the reason I've been successful and a lot of other people haven't been is that everybody tries to get rich quick every day. Every day, people are always just trying to get rich quick. My philosophy is a little bit different. I'm trying to get rich slowly over a long period of time. It's been friggin' working, right? So you're kind of feeding into that with a statement like this. You're feeding into that natural desire to want to get something fast. And what's going to happen there? People are going to want to ask you about that thing that you're doing, and that gives you an opportunity to provide value. And it makes them want to go to your profile to look at your other posts, right? So these are just a couple examples of ways we can make this a little bit more sales oriented. But that, again, is not the point of this whole thing. The point of this is let's get some friggin' reach. Let's get some people watching our stuff. Let's get some people leaving comments and having conversations with us online. Get some people talking to you. Get those views up. And inevitably, even if you don't do anything designed to get people to go to your profile or get people to click a link or get people to send a message, they're going to inevitably, very large chunk of those people, if you do views it to the tune of 50,000, 100,000 views, you're going to have a chunk of those people that are going to your profile, watching other stuff, probably clicking your link, probably leaving comments, asking for information, probably sending you messages and inquiring, probably sending you emails because they saw something else that got their interest. There's a lot of people that are interested in what you have to offer. Lots of people out there. It's just a matter of getting in front of them. So sometimes we do some out-of-the-box creative things to make sure we get in front of those people and give ourselves an opportunity to talk, right? It's not always so easy to get on stage, but when we do find an easy way to get on stage, we want to exploit the hell out of it. And that's exactly what this is. So that's our workshop, folks. That's our workshop, folks. So if anybody wants to watch the replay of this, if you didn't catch the whole thing, we're going to be uploading this to our YouTube channel, David Sharpe Live on YouTube. And the replay will be there in high quality 4K. We will have a 4K replay of this whole thing. If you didn't catch it all, you can watch it from the beginning till the very end. That'll be up there probably by the end of the day today, if not tomorrow, the latest. And you can watch this whole thing back. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't put a little shameless plug for our mastermind coming up, where you thought this was incredible. Wait till you hear some of the things that we talk about at these events. I mean, you thought this was mind-blowing. You're going to be missing out on a lot if you like these kinds of strategies, these kind of out-of-the-box things people don't talk about, but it's still in plain sight stuff. We have a lot of stuff in the back pocket that we're going to be, at least me in particular, at the least, is going to be bringing to this mastermind at the stage. We're going to be in Nashville, September 5th through 7th. And so tickets are about halfway sold out. VIP sold out in about 48 hours. You can go to www.legendarymarketermastermind.com/Nashville. You can still get a ticket. We're going to be probably closing registration around the beginning of August if we still have tickets available that long. It's not looking like we're going to, because every day more of them are disappearing. So if you want to come to Nashville, we'd love to have you there. Whether it's a return experience or it's your first time, doesn't matter where you're at today in your business. It doesn't matter if you've even started yet. Anybody who's serious about growing their business online and serious about getting in the room with people that have done 9 figures and 6 figures and all these big numbers that you aspire to get to, if you want to be in the room with those people, including Dave and myself, then this is the place you want to go. It's the only place you can go. It's really the only event that exists like this, where a lot of online marketers, organic social media marketers come together, affiliate marketers come together, and we share strategies and we network and we build connections, and they build lifelong connections that you can leverage, long into the future. And we've had that happen. We see lots of collaborations pop up out of the blue after one of our events. People from the event that met and they decided to do something together, and then they run with it. So definitely, banners right there on the screen, www.legendarymarketermastermind.com/Nashville. Also, you're going to want to stick around all next week, because on June 5th, we're dropping a brand new AI challenge. So this little bit of AI tutorial I gave you today is just a little bit of what AI can do for you. So if you haven't been here very long, you know that we love AI. We use AI to its fullest extent. I think there's not really much we do without AI these days. And so we've really gotten very good at figuring out what makes it tick and how to get the most out of it. And, it's not like making a Google search. There's a strategy to follow. So June 5th, we're going to be dropping that AI challenge where we're going to be spilling a lot of secrets and a lot of strategies you can use that'll instantly make your AI usage better and help you grow your business, even if you don't have a business right now. So on that note, I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to start my weekend a little bit early today. Today's Friday, so everybody likes the weekend, even though I'm actually probably just going to work the whole time because that's just what I like to do. I don't really do anything else. I mean, it's kind of just, I'm one of those lucky people that can say they like what they do, so you don't work at all. So I'm probably going to be doing that. But either way, that's how I'm going to start my weekend. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll be back next week with more Wake Up Legendary. I'll see you then.